How you doing? My name is William Lawyer, and I'm here to discuss educational leadership philosophy. My philosophy on educational leadership is as follows. I believe that teachers need to learn how to be more of a servant leadership, meaning they need to be more serving of children, and not just children, but also to the parents' needs and listening to what the parents want. But that's not just teachers. That also bears down to the school board and how they're dictating what they're allowing to have happen in certain districts or certain areas for whoever or what demographic. Um, I do believe that becoming a servant of the people as a not just a teacher but also a political leader in the educational field does give people a little bit more clarity and peace of mind. And also, when you are a servant to the people, it also shows that you're actually working for the people. So that's definitely a part of my educational leadership philosophy. I do believe we need more servant leadership. The next part of my philosophy I have is support faculty development, and that basically stems from the school board. If teachers have great ideas that help implement programs or just help kids grow and become better and smarter and faster, then I think that the school board needs to do a better job of listening to the teachers, because they're there in the classroom every day. They know what the kids need. So when it comes to allocating funds to certain activities or sports or people, those funds need to be talked over with teachers first, so teachers can put their input on if we need certain things, if we don't, and how kids will and will not react. A lot of the time, teachers don't have the support that they need or the support factor to get what they need done. Sometimes they don't have the books they need. Sometimes they don't have the equipment they need. Or a lot of the time they just don't have the support from the parents to get the kids to actually do the work. And that's a lot in low income areas. You don't really have that when you're in high income areas or medium income areas. It's really in low income areas. But in those areas, we as a group, as a people, we need to figure out how to get all of our kids on the same path, how to get all of our schools going towards the right direction, because that is our future. So we need to make sure that we're elaborating and doing our best to support our faculty and help the teachers be able to pour themselves into the students. Because if, as the school board members, if you guys don't support the faculty is not going to have the same morale for supporting the children. And that's really what we need. We need the kids to be on the same page with the teachers, and the teachers to be on the same page with the school board to be on the same page with everybody who had the say in what happens on that school board. So another aspect to educational leadership philosophy that I do believe in is the allocation of resources, because it's also often a question of value. And I may have mentioned this already, but just to touch on it again, the allocation of resources is very, very important. Where the money is going, how it's being spent, who it's being spent on, why it's being spent, all those questions need to always be asked and answered. And we need to start learning how to not just we need to be equal with the amount of money we're giving each school. And if we can give more money to other schools for better test grades, or if we're giving more money to other schools for implementing this program or that program, we need to learn how to do it throughout the whole board. Every school should have it, every kid. No child left behind. That's exactly what we should be doing. Our resources are not being allocated correctly sometimes, and parents see this. School board members see this, parents see this, teachers, kids see this. They all see this, and when that happens, it pretty much gives a diminishing morale not just to the children, but to everybody else who has to work a part of that facility. So, thank you so much for your time today. That was my educational leadership philosophy, and have a great day.